The appointment that's getting a good deal of attention right now is for that Attorney General position, Jeff Sessions, the senator from Alabama. You might recall he was very instrumental in cutting Marco Rubio off at the pass. Remember that was Marco Rubio working with the so-called Gang of Eight, where there was a path to citizenship for illegals in this country. It ultimately fell apart. Many say, if you're conservative, you're happy about that. Jeff Sessions was the reason. Liberals are angry at Jeff Sessions because they say, well, he was the reason. Bill Barr, former U.S. Attorney General under Bush 43. Do you see anything that would stop Jeff Sessions from getting this job? Obviously, it's a Republican Senate, but there are some Republicans that are still nursing some wounds there, the moderate Republicans to the point, or does he fly through?
Hi, Neil. Actually, I was Attorney General under Bush 41.
I apologize. I apologize.
No problem. And I've known Jeff since the Reagan-Bush years, and I can't imagine a reason why he wouldn't be speedily confirmed as Attorney General. I think he's a superb choice.
Do these kind of issues come up? Now they're digging up stuff that Sessions said years ago when he was being considered for a judgeship. You know, we're going back almost 30 years, more than 30 years. What's the statute of limitations?
Well, I'm not sure there is one for the political process, but you know, Jeff has been exemplary member of the Senate Judiciary Committee. You know, for 25 years, I've had discussions with him about all aspects of law enforcement, including the civil rights arena. I have never heard him say anything that smacks of racism. I don't think there's a racist bone in his body, and this is just the typical epithet that people use against those who disagree with him.
Do you think that he will be much more aggressive on, let's say, illegal immigration, more to the point, where this administration and this Justice Department under this president has been criticized for sort of turning the other way and not being that vigilant?
I think I have been concerned that the Department of Justice has become too politicized, and the paramount goal in the Department of Justice and the responsibility of the Attorney General is even-handed application of the law. One standard applies to everybody and will be fairly applied to all people. And I think he's going to bring that back to the department. He's a very fair-minded person who believes very strongly in the best traditions of the Department of Justice, and he will bring that back.
Do you think now, given the fact that post the election of Donald Trump and all these sanctuary city mayors coming out and saying, don't mess with us, don't try to deny federal funds for us as a sledgehammer over the fact that we are sanctuary cities, is something that a Bill Barr, when you were Attorney General, would have dealt with, and that this Attorney General to-be is going to deal with?
Well, I think he may be required to deal with it, because I think...
Well, most AGs look the other way now, right? I mean, I'm talking in this administration, and they just they ignore sanctuary cities like they don't exist.
Right. I think this administration has created an environment where people pick and choose what federal laws they're going to follow. And that will erode the rule of law and respect for the law. And I assume the Attorney General is not going to stand by idly. Now, this president has made it clear that one of his priorities, and his main priority in the immigration arena, is to apprehend and to deport criminal aliens, people who've come here illegally and committed crimes. I can't imagine anyone would be opposed to that. And if cities try to give safe harbor to these people, I hope the Attorney General does deal with them forcibly. It's outrageous, and not only is it a question of whether they should be receiving federal funds and get all the benefits of federal largesse, while at the same time flouting federal law, but also this goes beyond just protecting the state's own function. This goes to direct interference and obstruction of federal law enforcement.
Yeah, it seems we're giving much more focus in some of these sanctuary cities, General, to those who technically are not citizens at all. They're illegal, but legal citizens are taking a back seat to them.
That's true. The public safety takes second, apparently in these cities, takes second seat to the rights, to the so-called rights of people who are here illegally and then commit crimes. And you know, it's one thing to open our gates and welcome people who want to be law-abiding people in our society, who come here because they love our country and respect our values. But that doesn't mean that people who are hostile to us, who come here and are predators, you know, should remain at large. We should locate them and deport them.
All right. Bill Barr, thank you very much. I apologize for screwing up the administration, of course, under Bush 41, the Attorney General. Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.